Hello and welcome to the Football Parliament podcast, your one stop destination for all your football debates, opinions, and discussions. The knockout stages of the Euros have begun, and tonight is going to be one very interesting match as two of the best teams in world football, to be very honestly, go head to head against each other. Belgium, who are currently ranked number one on the FIFA World Rankings, face Portugal, the defending champions of the European Championships, also one of the favorites to go on to win the 2021 edition of the Euros. So, uh, who will prevail? It's going to be rather unfortunate that one of these two quality teams will get knocked out as early as the round of 16. But for the purpose of this video, it's going to be a really interesting one as I'm going to be making a combined 11 of, as I said, two of the best teams in world football. The 11 best players of two of the best footballing nations in football. It's going to be very interesting. So watch the video till the end. Also, slight apologies for not being able to post content regularly. A lot of us were on vacation, and also that you don't find enough footballing content during the Euros as you would during club football. So if you've got any content suggestions, you can just type it down in the comment section or reach out to us on our Instagram, which goes by the same name, Football Parliament. But for now, let's get started with the video. For the combined 11, I've chosen a generic 4-3-3 formation, starting with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper really is a choice between the two number ones, which is Thibaut Courtois for Belgium and Rui Patricio for Portugal. Not really the closest of competitions to start of the 11. uh, Courtois, I think, is quite clear of Patricio when it comes to goalkeepers. Courtois is arguably, most definitely, one of the top five keepers in world football right now. Patricio would be somewhere around, you could say, 15 or 20th. Regardless, I think Courtois is a much better goalkeeper, and he will be the one between the sticks for this 11. Just a minute, I just need to get him over here. Right then, with Courtois, we move to the back four. Belgium actually play with the back three. So for the purpose of this video, I will be considering the two wing backs as fullbacks for the combined 11. So the right back position, if you actually see Portugal's squad or you see the entire nation, you'd feel that they've got so many quality right backs in there. You've got Ricardo Pereira, who's not even made it to the squad. You've got Joao Cancelo, who's one of the best right backs in world football. However, if you see Nelson Semedo has started for Portugal, it's because, as I said, Pereira came off an injury hit campaign and Joao Cancelo is down with COVID-19. Thus, for this video, I will be going for the Belgian right wing back, Thomas Munier, because I've been highly impressed by him. Ideally, I think Joao Cancelo would have taken this spot, but for now, he hasn't played, and thus I'm gonna go for Munier. Just a minute while I get him over here. Now then we move on to the centre back pairing. Many quality centre backs from either squads. As I said, Portugal do play with a back three. Sorry, Belgium do play with the back three. Portugal also have very good centre backs in their squad, namely Joseph Font, Pepe, Ruben Diaz. Belgium, they've got Jan Vertonghen, they've got Denayer, they've got Toby Alderweireld. So, to be very honest, if I do think who are the two best of all the centre backs, I think it'll have to be the Portugal duo of Pepe and Ruben Diaz, who will be the centre back pairing. So, accompanying Thomas Meunier will be Pepe and Ruben Diaz. Just give me a while, or just give me a minute while I add the players over here. That would be Thomas Meunier for the right back position, accompanied by, yes, Thomas Meunier for the right back position, accompanied by Pepe and Ruben Diaz for the centre back positions. For the left back position, we, as I said, will take in account Belgium's left wing back, which is Janik Carrasco, another very impressive player. However, according to me, this position completely belongs to Portugal's Rafael Guerrero, who, in my opinion, is one of the best offensive left backs in the world. And I've been mightily impressed by him, not just for Borussia Dortmund, but for Portugal this tournament. So, for the left back position, beating Yannick Carrasco will be uh, Rafael Guerrero. Now, the midfield will be highly competitive because it has got one of the few of the best midfielders in world football, to be very honest. Needs no introduction. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, you've got Bruno Fernandez, you've got some very quality of players in there like Yuri Tielemans, you've got Axel Witsel, you've got young talent like Renato Sanchez. So if I have to shortlist it down to the best three, I think I'll go for Tielemans as one of the deeper lying midfielders, accompanied by, I think Tielemans is a great player. I'm still a bit, you could say, hurt about the stunning goal that he scored in the FA Cup final against us, but takes nothing away from the player who is one of the best centre mids box to box players in the league, in the Premier League for sure. On either side of Yuri Tielemans, I'll go for firstly Bruno Fernandez. I think it's not much of debate. Yes, he's not had the best of Euros, but I'm not just taking the Euros in account. I'm taking uh, the overall performances for their clubs as well this season. And over there, there are not many midfielders in world football who are better than Bruno Fernandes. So he rightly gets his position in this 11. With the other side, I'm going to go for Kevin De Bruyne. And just look at this midfield. You might feel that it's not the most balanced. Tielemans is not exactly a natural DM, but Fernandes and De Bruyne in the same midfield is a dream for any coach. And Tielemans, I think he can provide that defensive solidarity that's kind of needed when you've got two very adventurous midfielders accompanying him. Nevertheless, we move to the front three. Few of the best attackers in world football again over here who can be selected. There's Romelu Lukaku, who's a great striker. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a great striker, or you could say a great left winger. This one's really tough to choose, not gonna lie. There's Eden Hazard, who's probably not the same anymore, but still, I think he's a very good player. Looking at a few of the players, I think I'm going to switch to this kind of front three, which has two strikers and one cam, because I really think that Ronaldo, the way he's playing, the way he's played, is better off at as a striker, and you really can't leave out Romelu Lukaku, who's arguably one of the best informed players in world football right now. He's got some 64 goals for Belgium in 94, 95 caps, which is quite ridiculous. A quite ridiculous record. Let me rephrase that. So, yes, I will add Romelu Lukaku, and that'll be a really deadly strike partnership of Cristiano Ronaldo and Romelu Lukaku. Some goals are definitely ensured, and the fact that they will be given service by few of the best midfielders as well in Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes. Well, now I could have had another central attacking midfielder, but then I do think that that would be really imbalanced to have three cams in one team. So I think I'm going to push Fernandez over here. So this doesn't really cause any harm to the front three. Ronaldo, Lukaku, and Fernandez. It's quite a deadly front three. I'm gonna add one more midfielder over here, someone with a more defensive approach. Obviously, the reason why I've gone for, if I look at the options, starting with Belgium, I've already included De Bruyne, so and Tielemans, so they're probably their best midfielders. But the other options are Axel Witsel. There is I think there's Dennis Pratt, but I really think that Witsel is the only formidable option over here. Looking at the Portugal team, there are more options for the midfield positions. There is Ruben Neves, there's Joao Moutinho, there is, you could say, probably Bernardo Silva, William Carvalho. Renato Sanchez is one player that I'm very impressed with, and I think I'm going to go with Renato Sanchez because he was the breakout player in the last edition of the Euros. Since then, he's had kind of a downgrade in his career. He was not really a success at Bayern, neither at Swansea, but he is refining his form. He's still very young, and I've been really impressed by him in this Euros as well. So I think I'm going to include Renato Sanchez, which will make a very, very good midfield of Yuri Tielemans, Renato Sanchez, Kevin De Bruyne, and a front three of Cristiano Ronaldo, Romelu Lukaku, and Bruno Fernandez. What a team this is! You've got two very good wing backs who actually play for the same uh, team, Borussia Dortmund. You've got two very, very formidable centre backs along with a very solid goalkeeper. The midfielders, as I said, one you could dream of, something like a diamond of Tielemans, Sanchez, De Bruyne, Fernandes with Ronaldo and Romelu Lukaku up top. Yes, that will be my complete 11. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very interesting match as well. Tonight, we will see what the result is. My personal score predictions will be I'm going to go for a Belgian win. I'm going to go 1-all after the 90 minutes and Belgium to win it in extra time with hopefully an Eden Hazard goal. I would love to see that. So that'll be it for today's video. Thank you if you're here till the end. It does mean a lot to us, a lot to me. For more top quality football content, keep listening to the Football Parliament podcast.